So you want to invest in the stock market, huh? You see those Lambos rolling down Wall Street and think, hey, I want a piece of that action. But then you try to learn about investing and bam, it hits you. The tidal wave of financial jargon, the confusing charts, the memes about stonks that make you question the fabric of reality. But hold on. Put down the spoon and step away from the Ben & Jerry's, because today, my friend, we're going to demystify this whole investing thing. I'm going to break down exactly how to start investing in the stock market, the beginner-friendly, no-nonsense, zero-headache way. No suits, no stress, just good advice, bad jokes, and money tips your future self will thank you for. I know you're out there. Okay, let's start with the basics. Imagine for a second that every major company out there, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, even your favorite coffee shop, is a giant pizza. Now, when you invest in the stock market, you're essentially buying a tiny, tiny slice of that pizza. So let's say you buy some stock in Apple. Congratulations, my friend. You now technically own like 0.0000004% of the company. Will Tim Cook be calling you up for your opinion on the next iPhone? Probably not, but here's the cool part. As Apple grows and sells more iPhones, Macs, and Apple Watches, the value of your tiny slice of the pizza, your stock, also grows. That's the basic idea behind investing in stocks. You're buying a small ownership stake in a company and betting that it will be worth more in the future. The more the company succeeds, the more valuable your slice becomes. Now, who's hungry for some investment knowledge? Let's move on to the next slice. All right, so we've covered the basics of what the stock market is and how it works. Now let's talk about the different flavors of investments you can choose from. First up, we have individual stocks. This is where you get to be your own Warren Buffett and pick specific companies that you think are going to crush it. Individual stocks can be exciting because they offer the potential for high rewards. But remember, with great reward comes great risk. Next, we have ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. Think of ETFs like a sampler platter of stocks. Instead of picking individual companies, you're investing in a basket of different stocks that are grouped together based on a specific sector, industry, or theme. ETFs are a great way to diversify your portfolio and reduce your risk, because even if one company in the ETF doesn't do well, the others can pick up the slack. Index funds track a specific market index like the S&P 500, which is basically a collection of the 500 largest publicly traded companies in the US. When you invest in an index fund, you're essentially betting on the overall performance of the market. Remember, the best type of investment for you will depend on your individual goals, risk tolerance, and how much time you're willing to spend managing your portfolio. All right, enough with the explanations. Let's get down to business. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to start investing, even if you have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Step 1. Set your goals. Before you even think about opening a brokerage account, take some time to think about why you want to invest in the first place. What are your financial goals? Are you saving for retirement, a down payment on a house, world domination? Okay, maybe not world domination, but you get the idea. Having clear financial goals will help you stay motivated and focused on your investment journey. Step 2. Choose a brokerage app. Now it's time to pick a platform where you'll actually buy and sell your investments. Think of a brokerage app like your financial wingman. It's there to help you navigate the market and make trades with ease. There are tons of great brokerage apps out there, but here are a few of my favorites for beginners. Robinhood, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Webull, and Sophie Invest. Take some time to explore the different options and see which one feels right for you. Step 3. Fund your account. Once you've chosen your brokerage app, it's time to link your bank account and deposit some money. Don't worry, you don't need to be rich to start investing. Even $10 is enough to get your feet wet. Step 4. Choose what to invest in. For beginners, I always recommend starting with index funds or ETFs. A few good options to consider are VTI, VOO, and QQQ. Step 5. Automate it and chill. One of the best things you can do for your investment portfolio is to automate your investments. All right, now that we've covered the basics of how to start investing, let's talk about what you should avoid doing at all costs. Consider this your crash course in Investing 101. How to not light your money on fire. First and foremost, don't invest money you need in the short term. The stock market is a long-term game, and while it can be tempting to try to get rich quick, the reality is that investing is a marathon, not a sprint. If you're investing money that you need to pay your rent or bills next month, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Only invest money that you can afford to lose and that you won't need for at least 6 to 12 months, ideally much longer. Next up, don't panic sell when the market drops. The stock market is cyclical, which means it goes up, it goes down, it goes sideways, it does the Macarena. You get the picture. It's completely normal for the market to experience dips and corrections, and in fact these dips can actually be great buying opportunities for long-term investors. The worst thing you can do is panic sell when the market takes a tumble. Remember, you only lose money if you sell at a loss. Another big no-no? Don't chase hype. In the age of social media and meme stocks, it's easier than ever to get caught up in the hype and FOMO, fear of missing out, of the latest hot investment. But here's the thing, just because everyone else is buying something doesn't mean it's a good investment. Before you jump on the bandwagon, take some time to do your research and make sure you understand what you're investing in. If you don't understand it, don't invest in it. All right, my fellow investors, let's wrap this up like a warm, delicious financial burrito, because who doesn't love a good burrito? We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's recap the key takeaways. 1. Understand what you're buying. The stock market can seem intimidating, but at its core, it's simply a way to buy and sell ownership in companies. When you buy a stock, you're buying a tiny piece of that company. 2. Pick a brokerage app that doesn't make your brain hurt. There are tons of great brokerage apps out there, so take some time to find one that fits your needs and feels comfortable. 3. Start small and be consistent. You don't need to be rich to start investing. Even if you can only invest $10 or $20 a week, that's perfectly fine. The most important thing is to start somewhere and be consistent with your investments. 4. Think long-term. The stock market is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a long-term game that requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to ride out the inevitable ups and downs of the market. 5. Automate and chill. One of the best things you can do for your investment portfolio is to automate your investments. Set up recurring deposits from your bank account to your brokerage account so you don't even have to think about it. The stock market has a rich history dating back to the 1600s with the establishment of the Amsterdam Stock Exchange. Today it's more accessible than ever, thanks to technology and the rise of online brokerage platforms. Now is a great time to invest because the market continues to grow, and with the right strategy, you can take advantage of this growth. So, take the plunge, start small, and watch your investments grow over time. Happy investing! And there you have it, my beginner's guide to investing in the stock market. If this video helped you understand the basics of investing and inspired you to take control of your financial future, give that like button a gentle slap, hit subscribe for more no-nonsense money tips, and ring the bell so YouTube actually shows you my videos. And remember, you don't need to be a genius to invest, just consistent. Start small, stay disciplined, and don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way. We all start somewhere, and the most important thing is to just get started. Now go forth and build that portfolio, my friend.